The following is a live sports presentation of Glycod. GLICOD.com.
Glycod's coverage of Southern Indiana high school basketball starts now.
Welcome to high school basketball on Glycod. Tonight we are at Floyd Central High School for the Floyd Central Highlanders at 2-8, hosting the North Harrison Cougars at 4-6. I'm Dr. Todd Carter. Alongside me is Coach Paul Love. And Coach, both teams coming off a loss last night would like to get back into their winning ways. I know you said you listened to a little bit of the ball game last night for Floyd, and we saw this North Harrison team last week shoot the lights out of the ball. Just your thoughts coming into our ball game this evening.
Well, like you say, both teams need a win pretty badly. About last night's game with Jeff, Floyd really played well first half, but after that halftime instructions, Sharon Wilkerson must have told him something, because pretty much shut him down in the third quarter. I had them getting outscored in that third quarter 25-14 by 11 points, and that was basically the difference of the game. But, Floyd's got potential there. They got some guys that can really shoot the ball, and evidently, like you said, North Harrison does as well. I have not seen them play yet, but, usually a team coached by Lou Lefebvre, they can get the job done.
Absolutely. Well, we are going to step aside. They've already started the clock here. The JV game ended a few minutes early, so we are going to jump aside here from some of our fabulous Glycod sponsors. When we come back, we'll have the chance to hear from Coach Lou Lefebvre of the North Harrison Cougars. Come on back and stay tuned for all the high school basketball action tonight on Glycod.
The only name you need to know for all your auto repair needs is Voinier's Auto and Truck Repair. Sure, our name might be hard to say, but we can fix everything no one else wants to fix. Big or small, we can do it all. Foreign or domestic, if it needs repair, Voinier's can handle the job. The only thing high-tech about us is what we do, and we're upfront with you and we'll do the job right. One thing we have to sell is our time, and we won't waste yours. Voinier's Auto and Truck Repair. Family-owned since 1981. Call us for all of your auto repair needs.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking, insurance, investments, and wealth management for over a century. We're big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. Strengthening our community since 1910. German American Bank.
Dr. Carter's office, Annette speaking. How may I help you?
From your very first call, the warm personal care from Dr. Todd Carter and his friendly staff at Carter Family Dentistry will put you at ease. Dr. Carter can take care of you and your family's dental needs, from gentle cleaning to complex procedures. Visit drtoddcarter.com to learn why generations put their trust in Dr. Carter for their dental health. Or to schedule an appointment, call Annette or Joyce at 812-944-5155. Located at 809 Mount Tabor Road in New Albany.
Let's be honest. You don't see Grandma nearly enough. Which means the dead car battery you've spent the morning dealing with has robbed her of precious grandkid time. It's unfortunate, sure, but it's not like she's going to write you out of her will or anything. Right? When you need to be there, you need an Interstate. The car battery auto techs prefer.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
I'm a tailgater tailgating to get to my tailgate. I can't go anywhere. But you're so busy watching me tailgate that you don't see the one in front of you. And your cut rate car insurance, it might not pay for this. So get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem. Like me.
Contact Floyd Snobs and Jeffersonville Allstate agent Packy Page today.
This edition of Coach's Comments is brought to you by Allstate Insurance Agent Packy Page, with offices in Jeffersonville and Floyd's Knobs. Allstate, you're in good hands.
Well, Coach Lou Lefebvre here of North Harrison Cougars, and set to play Floyd Central tonight pregame. Coming off a loss last night, or a one-pointer, you guys, it looked like you were in and out of it. What were your takeaways, and how do you use that to help your team improve?
Well, it wasn't the type of performance we were hoping to piggyback last weekend on. We had a good weekend, 2 games. We played better than we had played in the past, and we were hoping this show we could be consistent. Really did not play a good game on either side of the ball, on offense or defense, and we weren't able to do enough to get the win. So it's just, I guess, reinforcement that we've really yet to prove ourselves as a team that can consistently go out and play really strong basketball.
Well, I want to leapfrog back to last weekend, since we had you all last Saturday night, and that shooting performance in the first half was something that I know analyst Jeff Cooper and I hadn't seen before. That was something to build on. Certainly, it was a beautiful performance, really, in that first half, especially.
Well, I've been around most of these guys for 4 years, and I hadn't seen it either, and so they really shot better than they do on a normal basis, and so that was important for that game. But we also had an incredible game of only turning the ball over 3 times. Yep. And that gives you 7 or 8 or 9 more possessions to score on than normal. And also the reason why I think Scottsburg, a good team like Scottsburg, never really made a run, because usually the runs come on turnovers and quick baskets that energize the team that's behind, and that never happened. Last night we were back to making double-digit turnovers, and that limited our offense, and we didn't shoot as well, and so we weren't able to put the same kind of performance up. I also kind of think that we shot so well last Saturday night that we started Friday's game thinking we didn't have to really work and get really good shots. We could just take the first shot and put it in, and that doesn't work so well usually, and it didn't work for us, and we got off to a poor offensive start.
As far as this Floyd Central team you're going to face off against tonight, any thoughts as you have scouted them up of what they're going to put on the floor against you?
Well, they have some nice talent. They have a guard in Ali who is as good as, and one of the best guards in Southern Indiana in terms of being able to get into the lane and play make out of that. And he's a very good shooter, a strong kid. And then Washington has been a starter for them for 4 years, and he's a prolific player on the perimeter and inside. He's a big, strong kid, and around him they got some nice pieces, some good shooting, and I know their record isn't very good, but they have solid talent, and the game's a challenge for us, being able to keep their weapons from scoring when they need to, and getting the ball where they want to.
All right, good luck tonight, Coach. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
And stay tuned for all the high school basketball action tonight on Glycod.
Is a credit union different or better? As a full-service credit union for the communities we serve, Centra offers competitive rates, online convenience, and a solid network of branches and ATMs. But we think we offer something more.
They looked at me as a person, not a number.
I would say it's always been a good, personable experience, whether it's over the phone or actually at a Centra location.
And we don't just listen to our members. We deliver new services, better rates, and lower fees. Visit Centra.org to learn more.
What are the ABCs of safe sleep for babies? That they lay alone on their back and in a crib These measures can help lower the risk of sudden, unexpected infant deaths. The Clark County Health Department offers free CPR and safe sleep training, plus cribs for expectant parents, grandparents, or caregivers of young children who meet eligibility requirements. For more safe sleep information, visit clarkhealth.net.
The second game of the season, I popped my shoulder out of socket, so I went to the doctor a few weeks later, and they referred me to priority radiology to get an arthrogram. It was about a day later that they told me the news that I tore my labrum. Since I got the results back so quick, I got to start doing physical therapy and everything quicker, which made my recovery process a lot quicker, and I'm thankful for priority radiology for getting the results back that fast.
With a wide range of products including video surveillance, door access, fire alarm monitoring, or burglar alarms, Northside Security ensures top service at an affordable price. Their team will efficiently plan and install your system, then train you with 24-hour monitoring. For more, contact them at 812-282-3142 or get a quote online at northsidesecurity.com. Northside Security in Clarksville, where service and protection meet.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School basketball on Glycod.
Back at Floyd Central High School, where it is time for Keys to the Game. Tonight's Keys to the Game presented by Northside Security in Clarksville, where service and protection meet. And for those keys to the game, let's hear from Coach Paul Love.
Hey, thanks, Todd. I had the advantage of listening to the game last night. They played against Jeff, so they need to stay out of foul trouble. Conrad fouled out, was very ineffective in the second half because of that. And also, they turned the ball over more times, I think, than they normally do. So put that together with playing a consistent four quarters and not getting outscored in the second half like they did last night. So those are the kids. Well, actually, use their size advantage, too. I think they're going to have a few inches on North Harrison tonight.
All right, so those are the Floyd keys to the game. And for North Harrison.
North Harrison, they're going to have to guard the three-point line and limit the top scorers from Floyd Central. Tevi Ali last night had 27 points against a good Jeff team. A lot of that has to do with the three-point shots, and he's not the only one that can shoot it. So that's be my second key: guard the three-point line and just not give any open looks to Floyd Central as much as they can.
All right, so those are our keys to the game presented by Northside Security in Clarksville, where service and protection meet. Let's hear again from some of our great Glycod sponsors. And when we return, you will have the chance to hear from first-year coach here at Floyd Central High School, Greg Walters of the Highlanders, when we return on Glycod.
Wide range of products including video surveillance, door access, fire alarm monitoring, or burglar alarms, Northside Security ensures top service at an affordable price. Their team will efficiently plan and install your system, then train you with 24-hour monitoring. For more, contact them at 812-282-3142 or get a quote online at northsidesecurity.com. Northside Security in Clarksville, where service and protection meet.
Drug use in adolescence or early adulthood can have a serious impact on a teen's life. Teenagers who use marijuana are more likely to have lower grades, even drop out of school. They may also suffer from impaired driving, higher levels of anxiety, and depression. We all want to see the youth in our community succeed. Regardless of your stance on marijuana, we can all agree that it's not right for teens. Paid for by Drug Free Communities and Our Place.
A proud supporter of the Providence Pioneers and Southern Indiana High School athletics, Mack Construction is a second-generation company that provides quality workmanship in heavy civil construction, asphalt, and streetscape while maintaining focus on worksite safety and productivity. Put Mack Construction's nearly 40 years of award-winning service to work for your project. For more information, visit mackconstruction.com. Mack Construction. Experience. Reputation. Solutions.
With cardiac emergencies happening more often than ever, the Clark County Health Department offers Pulse Point. It's a set of 911 connected apps that empower everyday citizen responders to provide life-saving assistance, as well as locations of nearby AED equipment. If you've been trained in CPR, you can download the app at pulsepoint.org, Google Play, or the App Store. Get the app, save a life. A message from the Clark County Health Department.
This second shift. This old pair of pants. This staycation. This brown bag lunch. At American Family Insurance, we understand what it takes to make your new kitchen, that new car, or your new house a reality. It's the same as it takes to protect it. To protect your new life, your future, your dreams.
Yes, I'm a dreamer.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School Basketball on Glycod.
Here pregame with Highlanders head coach Greg Walters. And coach, last night you had Jeffersonville down at halftime. They came back and got you. Just the improvement of your team as the year goes. I know the record's not where you want it, but how have they improved coming through this year?
Well, you know, our schedule, this is one of our few home games that we played. So we've been on the road, you know, with a new system, new players, you know, some guys haven't played varsity. And, you know, the thing we've been talking about the whole time is just getting better each and every time we play, you know, trying to have that, you know, spirit and fun. And sometimes when you're losing, it's hard to do. But the boys have been resilient. I'm really proud of them. You know, I wish our record was a little better, but as long as we keep improving, I believe, you know, that we'll give ourselves a chance in these games, just like we gave ourselves a chance against a good Jeffersonville team last night.
Well, and you mentioned system-wide. I know preseason we talked that there would be some similarities, there would be some differences. I guess maybe just tell the fans what the biggest maybe differences are.
Well, you know, we don't necessarily have the size that Floyd
Central Sure, absolutely.
You know, even when I coached here in the past, we were blessed with like 6'7", 6'8", 6'7". So we don't have that. So that's an adjustment in itself of, you know, where your help is and how you play on defense and, you know, being able to contain the ball and, you know, switching some defenses from zone to man that we've tried to do. So, you know, that would be it. And then, you know, we've had to have a focus on trying to get shots that are inside out, you know, and some of that has to come off the bounce. And some of that has to come from the post, you know, and, you know, Caleb's one of the guys that we like to get the ball in the post, and a lot of teams have doubled, triple teamed him, which has made it difficult, you know, in that regard. Whereas in the past, you know, there was, you know, multiple guys, and, you know, this team's coming along where, you know, we have guys improving every day and, you know, knocking down shots in practice. We got a ton of young guys and doing that. So, you know, eventually those are going to go in the game. We just got to trust each other to get those shots, you know, get the ball in the lane and kick it out to the open guy.
Well, and that is the nice thing, too, right, about HSAA basketball is that, you know, come tournament time, it's a free-for-all, blind draw, and you just have to improve all the way to the end of the season, correct?
Yeah, you know, that's what we've been talking about, you know, being able to, you know, compete with the best teams in our sectional, which Jeffersonville certainly is one of them, and New Albany, and we've been right there at both of their places, you know, and that's when those are played on neutral courts, so hopefully we'll be able to compete with them, you know, on a neutral court as we did in both of their gyms. You know, we were beating both of them at their place, and, you know, just being able to execute in certain moments of the game. You know, we're still kind of lacking that when the environment's loud, you know, and the coaching staff's calling out a set, or sometimes maybe one guy hears it, you know, and it's not getting relayed to the rest of the team. And so, you know, those are things that just come with experience, being able to echo calls in loud environments. And, you know, I feel like each time we play in one, we get better and better at it. And almost last night, we almost pulled one off. And, you know, if it weren't for the foul trouble in the second half, you know, maybe we would have. So we got to learn better, you know, to defend without fouling and keep our guys on the court.
As far as this North Harrison team you've got tonight, thoughts as you've scouted them up?
Well, I've coached them all. So, you know, first off, they have a great head coach, Coach LaFave, one of the best basketball coaches in Southern Indiana, and it was a privilege to having coached with him.
Learned a lot from him. You know, several of the concepts we do, I learned from him. And you know, Coach Miller at Providence, we do a lot of similar things. And those two have been very successful. So I'm hoping, you know, once ours get learned and caught on, you know, we will. They have a lot of great kids. I enjoyed my time coaching there, and they are disciplined. They defend. You know, they run their sets. They get the shots they want. You know, if I tell the boys, you know, we've been, you know, reading an article here about being patient, you know, in some of these games and getting the shots we want. And they're a team you got to be patient with early, especially because, you know, if they kind of similar to Providence, they get a lead, you know, they're very good with handling pressure, and it's hard to come back on them. They beat Scottsburg, you know, just last weekend, who's one of the better teams in Southern Indiana. So they're a very capable team with a lot of good people and a lot of good players.
All right, good luck tonight, Coach. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Stay tuned for all the high school basketball action tonight on Glycod.
A proud supporter of the Providence Pioneers and Southern Indiana High School athletics, Mack Construction is a second-generation company that provides quality workmanship in heavy civil construction, asphalt, and streetscape while maintaining focus on worksite safety and productivity. Put Mack Construction's nearly 40 years of award-winning service to work for your project. For more information, visit mackconstruction.com. Mack Construction. Experience. Reputation. Solutions.
I'm a tailgater tailgating to get to my tailgate. I can't go anywhere. But you're so busy watching me tailgate that you don't see the one in front of you. And your cut rate car insurance, it might not pay for this. So get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem. Like me.
Contact Floyd Snobs and Jeffersonville Allstate agent Packy Page today.
With a wide range of products including video surveillance, door access, fire alarm monitoring, or burglar alarms, Northside Security ensures top service at an affordable price. Their team will efficiently plan and install your system, then train you with 24-hour monitoring. For more, contact them at 812-282-3142 or get a quote online at northsidesecurity.com. Northside Security in Clarksville, where service and protection meet.
Drug use in adolescence or early adulthood can have a serious impact on a teen's life. Teenagers who use marijuana are more likely to have lower grades, even drop out of school. They may also suffer from impaired driving, higher levels of anxiety, and depression. We all want to see the youth in our community succeed. Regardless of your stance on marijuana, we can all agree that it's not right for teens. Paid for by Drug-Free Communities and Our Place.
From Glycod, it's Southern Indiana High School basketball. Tonight's game is brought to you by Jim Butner Auto in Clarksville, striving to keep you driving. Allstate Insurance Agent Packy Page, he puts you in good hands. German American Bank, strengthening our community since 1910. Priority Radiology in New Albany, you have a choice. Interstate Batteries, the car battery auto techs prefer. Centra Credit Union, centered around you. Big O Tires, State Farm Insurance Agent Theresa Lamb, and Northside Security. Now, courtside for all the action of Southern Indiana High School basketball on Glycod.
As we are just about set for the tip here at Floyd Central Highlander, at Floyd Central High School, we're awaiting the Floyd Central Highlanders to be introduced. Let's give you the starting lineups for both teams, brought to you by Community Action of Southern Indiana. Be part of the youth empowerment movement at voiceindiana.org. For the visiting North Harrison Cougars, Caleb Kellums, Brody Fessel, Sawyer Wetzel, Riley Schneider, and Bryce Fessel, brother to Brody. And then for the home Floyd Central Highlanders, Austin Cardwell, Tevi Ali, Caden Stewart, Caleb Washington, and Trey Walters. Cardwell, Ali, Stewart, Washington, and Walters, your starting lineup for the Highlanders. Again, your starting lineups presented by Community Action of Southern Indiana. Be part of the youth empowerment movement at voiceindiana.org. Should also tell you what the lineup is on the mic. I'm Dr. Todd Carter. Alongside me is Coach Paul Love. Our executive producer tonight is Steve Bird. And running our camera, Jackson Dunn from here at Floyd Central High School, part of the WNAS media crew. And so he is going to run our camera for us this evening. And we have out there Caleb Kellums and Caden Stewart on the opening tip.
Halfway through, Todd. 11th game, both teams.
All right, and we are underway. Well, it wasn't pretty, but Floyd Central ends up with possession. That was Cardwell in the backcourt. Walters with it. A little mishandle there. Just want to try to tell you who everybody is at first. Caleb Washington, the senior, out high. He's been a 4-year starter for these Highlanders. Tevia Lee, who's coming off a 27-point game last night against Jeff. Number 24 was handling the ball. Gave it up to Cardwell. And again, back to Washington. Takes it inside. Player hits the dirt, but Washington good for the first two for the Highlanders. And Kellums with it now, looks to drive. That's what he did all last week and drew the foul. And that's going to go against Cardwell. And we'll send Kellums to the line. Kellums versus Scottsburg last week had 12, which was a little down for him.
They had pretty balanced scoring, Todd, in that game.
They sure did. Well, I was just going to say, but they had a lot of other guys step up and do some scoring for them. First made free throw there. Second one rattles around and pulled down by Stewart. So Cardwell will advance it. And let's see what kind of defense it.
They're playing man-to-man.
That's pretty much what they played all last week. Tevia Lee gets a three away, and then a follow-up on the miss by Caden Stewart. So I was thinking about your keys there, Paul. It's a couple of those have already, for North Harrison, was maybe try to get Floyd in foul trouble by driving the ball and drawing a foul, but then they did give up an open three look. Now, it didn't go. Now, we saw this all last week. Brody Fessel especially, but Sawyer Wetzel was doing it too. Actually, if you guard him too close out there on that perimeter, he will put his head down basically and try to back you up that way. Scrum for the ball, jump ball called. That was Riley Schneider and Caleb Washington. Schneider will trigger out of bounds.
Both teams playing man-to-man defense.
Schneider gets it right into Wetzel, who shoots the three. It would not go. Nice drawn-up play. Caden Stewart fouled on the way up. He will go to the line for two. I believe they got Caleb, Kellums on that.
Looked like he was going up for the dunk on that.
Well, he was taking it up strong.
Yeah,
that's for certain.
See if he can shoot free throws.
And first one went through.
That looked pretty good.
Stewart had 9 points in the ball game last night against Jeffersonville. Knocked home both of those free tosses. Has 4 early here. Just underway here, folks, from Floyd Central High School. Thanks for joining us. Remind you, if you like our Glycod content, to subscribe to our YouTube page. Kellums with it. Backs it out. Gonna reset the offense here. And we got a little scrum going on down at the along the baseline as Brody Fessel hard from one side of the baseline to the other. And that was Cardwell called for his second foul, so he will take an early seat. And Nathan Rushing checks in. Nice inbounds play there. And who was that masked man? That was Brody Fessel. Or excuse me, Bryce Fessel. And yeah, Rushing took a spill there. He went down.
He zigged when he should have zagged, I guess, right?
I guess you might call it that.
Well, again, that's that turnover thing. We talked about possessing the prizing the basketball, not turning it over. Gives North Harrison a chance to either tie or get within one.
Kellums again. Gives it up. That's Schneider. Works it back top. Fessel back to Kellums. Fessel thought about the three, decided to drive. It was tipped away and then kicked around. It will be North Harrison ball.
Pretty lucky, I'd say. Looked like a soccer game going on there. Not a big crowd, but a decent crowd here tonight.
Yeah.
For Saturday night.
Well, quite honestly, Floyd has been on the road more than they've been home. They've just had a handful of home games so far. So the crowd, I think, excited to actually get a game at home. Kellums looks to take it inside, guarded by Rushing, puts it up strong and gets it to go. So Kellums 3 in the early going here as Tevye Lee will advance the ball past half court. Gives it up for Rushing. Tries to turn the corner. Walters to Washington. Wants to drive. Gives it up. Rushing in the corner. Can't get the three to fall. Nice rebound and then a putback by Walters. Caden Stewart with the hard work on that and nice assist there, giving it up to get to Walters for the bucket. There's Fessel throwing it into Wetzel, back to Fessel. Folks, I'll tell you, it could be once in a while if I hesitate on what my call of the player is, it's because it's 20, 22, 23, 24, and 25, and sometimes it's hard to tell which one when they're turned halfway. Ball knocked out of bounds will be Floyd Central ball, but a couple of looks there for the Cougars. This first quarter going quickly.
You know, both teams, Todd, are averaging in the low 50s, so don't expect a real high-scoring game here tonight.
No, I expect not. Well, that's with our game North Harrison last week. They ended up winning 70-50, and you know, with the way, there's Ali for three, can't get it to fall. Stewart gets the board, takes it back in. Nice putback.
Well, like I say, last night the score was 38-39.
Right.
Low-scoring game.
Low-scoring game. And that's new in the ball game. Langdon had the ball. Now Kellums with it now. Almost has it stolen away. Gives it up. Wetzel shot the ball so well last week.
Nice
Left
move.
hand, though. Nice move is right. Washington, power move, but hit the heel of the rim there. Wouldn't go. Kellums gives it up to Langdon. Back out Wetzel, thinking about the three. Changed his mind. Kellums into the lane, spin move, right hand, and just couldn't get it to go. What I was going to say was that last week it was a 70-50 score, and honestly, Bucket there from Washington. And a timeout on the floor. And we will take a timeout as well. As Floyd Central takes a timeout, let's step away and hear from some of our fantastic Glycod sponsors.
Nobody wants to be told that they have cancer. When you find out that you have cancer, you want to make sure and try to get it treated as quickly as possible. That's what Priority Radiology did for me. The time they saved me from fretting about it is something I can't repay. They got me my results within 3 hours. It's unheard of to get that kind of results that quick. I can't hardly tell you how important that was for my mental state. It really helped me get through that day.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School Basketball on Glycod.
That's the way they pointed. Yeah. Coming out of the timeout, taken by Greg Walters at Floyd Central. 2 minutes, 4 seconds left. Todd Carter, Paul Love on the call the ball game for you tonight, folks. Jackson Dunn running our camera. Executive producer Steve Burr.
Got a substitution issue here. Both coaches are out talking to 2 referees.
They're having a little meeting here. Maybe some sort of warning.
Yeah, a little trash talk maybe.
Something.
Must have been serious. You don't see time taken like this very often.
No, exactly.
But I saw nothing on the floor that would lead me to believe that.
Now, I'm not sure, but the official definitely he's being pretty adamant about what he's telling him. So
they got 6 blue shirts out on the floor.
You sure do. You're right.
I thought that might have been one of the issues, but why are there 6?
I'm not sure.
Maybe they're going to play with an extra man.
I don't know. Well, there's only 5 for Floyd Central, so that doesn't seem quite right. But 6 on 6. That could be interesting.
Yeah.
Defies the rules of convention, but certainly.
All right, somebody go sit down. There he goes.
Yeah. Okay.
Looks like.
So that was Brody Fessel that went to sit down.
Yeah. And we got no PA address to explain what just happened.
No, exactly. I was hoping for at least something there. Folks, I'm sorry that we're in the dark, but we're in the dark. So that's Langdon with it. Gets it to Wetzel. Top of the key, driving in the corner. Langdon takes that baseline. Double team comes. And Kellum's, poked away. That's Streander, new in the ball game with it. 21, trying to cross-court pass and intercepted. Kellums quickly up. Schneider thought about it, takes it inside instead.
He walked, yeah. He got it.
Coach Love.
I'm not supposed to referee. I know, Todd.
But I was going to say, spotted that pretty easily.
Yeah.
They told you that when you were on the sideline too, right?
Yeah, it didn't do any good.
Washington couldn't get the 3 to go down. Now in the corner, driving, kicking out of it to Langdon. And then a foul.
Foul on Washington.
That's going to be, yep. That's
Speaking of coaches on the bench, there were 2 technicals last night.
Were there?
Against Floyd Central. A coach for one, and Ali got a technical for taunting, probably. I didn't see it happen. Of course, I listened to the radio. So.
Right. Oh! Offensive foul. Kellums whistled for it.
He didn't agree.
No, he didn't, but Nathan Rushing hit the deck there.
There's 2 quick fouls on him. A minute left in the first quarter, 2 fouls. That's too many. Lefebvre taking him out of the game. Don't like to get that 3rd foul in the first half.
Nope. Well, and as soon as I said the first quarter was going quickly, sure enough, Ali, spin move in the lane, gets it to go. his first 2 of the night. Fessel to Fessel, now to Wetzel. Wetzel on the drive, and that lays it up and in. Nice job. Four for Wetzel so far.
Last shot here, 20 seconds.
Ali directing Jackson Strander to take a step or 2 back. Let's see what they decide to run. He just wants to put it on the floor and take it right up and in. So Ali with 4, and Wetzel shoots at the buzzer, but that will put the first quarter in the books as we start the second quarter. Floyd Central 16 and North Harrison 9. Come on back, and we will have second quarter action for you here on Glycod.
This second shift. This old pair of pants. This staycation. This brown bag lunch. At American Family Insurance, we understand what it takes to make your new kitchen, that new car, or your new house a reality. It's the same as it takes to protect it. To protect your new life, your future, your dreams.
Yes, I'm a dreamer.
Glycod on YouTube is Kentuckiana's fastest growing high school sports video site. When you click to subscribe, don't forget to tap the bell and be notified of our upcoming live broadcasts and other unique video content. Subscribe for free now at youtube.com/Glycod.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School Basketball on Glycod.
Back at Floyd Central High School, 16-9 as we begin the second quarter. Dr. Todd Carter, Coach Paul Love.
Real quick shooting percentages. Floyd Central was 7 of 12, 58%. And North Harrison shot the ball 10 times, made 4, 40%.
So Ali brings it across. Bryce Schmidt new in the ball game, number 4 there. Washington on the drive, spin move, takes it into traffic, can't get it to go. Schmidt comes down with the rebound, gets it back to Washington, who puts it up and in for 2. So 18-9. Schneider gives it to Bryce Fessel. Back to Schneider. Working against Ali. And finally gives it up to Langdon. Brody Fessel, senior, looks to drive. Thought about the spin move. Walters guarding him. Those two would be familiar with each other because Walters came over from North Harrison with his father, although he was injured, I believe, all last year, was Trey Walters. Langdon gets the ball, but Ali just broke it up just a little bit, and then a tie-up there. Oh, jump ball. I wasn't sure if it was going to be a tie-up or if the body language of the referee was going to say foul.
He said tie-up.
He said tie-up,
so that's
absolutely.
What it is.
Right into Brody Fessel. Gets man up in the air.
Foul there,
absolutely. Yep. So it's who that's whistled against. And that's going to go against Walters. His first, team 4th. That will send Brody Fessel to the line. And he knocks home the first of the free tosses. And knocks home both. Seven-point lead for the Highlanders here early. And so far they have kept North Harrison quiet from the outside. And then we've got a tie-up inside.
Offensive foul.
It is going to be an offensive foul. They're going to say a little chicken wing action there. That's his second. And the foul's beginning to pile up. Brock Conrad set to check in the ball game. Washington will come to the sideline.
Not surprisingly, very deliberately played game. Not going to be a high-scoring game, so not much up and down the floor. No fast break points.
Riley Schneider with it, nearly poked away. It was actually a headsy play by Wetzel there to let it go ahead and go across the midcourt stripe before picking it up instead of trying to pick it up, and then his momentum carries him across. That's a good senior play for you out there to see. Brody Fessel trying to dump it down to Langdon. Ali playing good defense on him. Crowd wanted a 5-second call. Riley Schneider kind of tries to bowl his way in there, working against Walters. Here comes the help. Tipped up. Tavia Lee with it. Ahead, slammed home by Caden Stewart. And I believe I got that on a replay. We'll try to show that one to you here in a moment. Next play stoppage. Driving in, whistle comes. And Wetzel will go to the line. Let's see if I got that here. Ahead and the slam there. Sure did.
Very nice alley-oop pass.
Well, and that was the first of those fast break sort of points coming off of a turnover.
Right.
So, well, Washington didn't sit long. He comes back out.
He's a senior. He needs to know how to play with 2 fouls.
Conrad stays in the game.
Wow. Air ball.
And that one didn't make the rim. So Caden Stewart triggers in to Bryce Schmidt, senior. Takes it in, gives it off to Stewart. He'll shoot this time from outside. That one won't fall, and Fessel comes up with the rebound. Bryce takes it down, gives it up to Langdon. Now around the horn, into Kellums. Oh, it's tipped away. Good hands there by Schmidt. Brody Fessel for 3, buries it. That's what they did so well last week in the first half. 10 of 11 were the Cougars. Washington gives it off to Ali for the 3 ball.
Boy.
That one won't fall, but Conrad cleans it up. The sophomore with his first 2 of the night. So a 2 for 3 answer, but still an answer at the other end by the Highlanders. And this time Wetzel's going to take it and knocks it home. Sawyer Wetzel with 7 here in the first half. Cuts that lead to 5. And on the other end, Washington just cuts right into the lane, goes up for the nice jump shot. Langdon shoots the 3. That one airmailed in there, and the crowd lets him hear about it. Conrad gives it up to Ali. Conrad wants it back on the block. He's got a smaller man on him. And then Washington shoots the 3, buries it. I may be mistaken, Paul, but I think the call down here on the offensive foul when both those players hit the deck, it sort of energized Washington a little bit, seems to me.
Made a difference, especially because Ali is not really getting the shots and scoring points like he normally does.
All right.
Counting the bucket.
So counting the bucket there. And the foul against Bryce Schmidt. So made bucket by Wetzel, who is also has been an excellent football player for North Harrison. He's got the chance for the and 1 here.
That's right. That is the the running back.
Yeah, it sure is.
Well, he had a great year. I remember doing one of their games.
Yep. And shooters roll there. Wetzel with 8 thus far.
Those were big baskets, too, because without them, Floyd's going to have a double-digit lead.
Ali trying to direct some traffic. That's Schneck was new in the game there guarding Washington. Trying to get the ball inside to Conrad. Been played tough down there. The ball reverses. Walters wanted to get the ball inside. Ali, and ball out of bounds.
Turnover, Ali.
I think he was expecting maybe to get a
there's a little bump
foul
there.
or something there, but ball ends up out of bounds, and the striped shirt says we're going the other way.
Watch out for Ali, though. He gets on streaks. So far this game, not much offensively,
but can.
Yeah, he can. He's had several open looks, just not being able to knock him down. Floyd in a zone, looks like.
Looks that way.
Uh-huh.
These North Harrison kids can shoot from outside, so you got to be careful there. That's Fessel along the baseline, and 3 seconds. You don't see that very often.
No, you don't.
That was Tanner Book, senior. And referee says
can't live. Can't live in there. No.
Can't live in there. Yep, camped out a little bit too long. Ali again on that far side, just takes it inside. That's an offensive foul. That's his first. I thought so. That's what my record had, but I wasn't sure if maybe I'd missed something early. So North Harrison's not been able to, they got it to 5 just a few moments ago, and Floyd pulled it back out to about 7, and it stayed there for a while. Brody Fessel couldn't get that one to go. Walters cleans up the board. Late here in the second period, Walters finds Washington. Washington wants to take it down the lane, and he sure does. Under a minute now. Schneider looking to probe that defense. Book down in there. Fessel trying to get it to Book, but a lot of hands from white jerseys coming in there. That's Wetzel for 3 off the backside of the rim. Washington cleans it up. 38 seconds. Walters got his man up in the air, dumps it off. Brock Conrad, tried to dunk it and missed.
As a coach, you're just saying, just make the basket.
Yeah, absolutely. And at this point, Tavia Lee taking the direction from Coach Walters just to hang out for the last shot here. He's just going to shoot the 3. I don't know that was a shot that they wanted, so we will go to halftime. Our score here at Floyd Central High School, Floyd Central 29 and North Harrison 20. Come on back for the halftime show here on Glycod.
Wide range of products including video surveillance, door access, fire alarm monitoring, or burglar alarms. Northside Security ensures top service at an affordable price. Their team will efficiently plan and install your system, then train you with 24-hour monitoring. For more, contact them at 812-282-3142 or get a quote online at northsidesecurity.com. Northside Security in Clarksville, where service and protection meet.
Hi, I'm Isaiah. And I'm Grant. I'm vape-free because I've witnessed and experienced firsthand how tobacco can affect teens who want to escape from school, work, or other social activities. When it comes to curbing teenage use of tobacco and e-cigarettes, actions speak. Voice Indiana engages, educates, and empowers teens throughout the state to take action by promoting and celebrating a lifestyle free of tobacco and e-cigarettes.
Find out how you can be part of the statewide youth empowerment movement and help end teenage nicotine use by going to voiceindiana.org.
In one fell swoop, one innocent city will be left with one burning question.
What? No. When you need to be there, you need an Interstate, the car battery auto techs prefer.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
Dr. Carter's office, Annette speaking. How may I help you?
From your very first call, the warm personal care from Dr. Todd Carter and his friendly staff at Carter Family Dentistry will put you at ease. Dr. Carter can take care of you and your family's dental needs, from gentle cleaning to complex procedures. Visit drtoddcarter.com to learn why generations put their trust in Dr. Carter for their dental health. Or to schedule an appointment, call Annette or Joyce at 812-944-5155. Located at 809 Mount Tabor Road in New Albany.
I was at practice one day, kind of made a cut through the lane, and I noticed that I landed on my knee a little weird. I saw my trainer here at school, and they highly recommended that I go to priority radiology. Any athlete, when you do go down with an injury, the first thing you think about is just how long that you're going to be out. Going to priority radiology, where I could get my results back quickly, made a big difference because I wasn't left waiting for weeks. Before I could even start a treatment, I was able to get what I needed right away.
What makes a credit union different or better? As a full-service credit union for the communities we serve, Centra offers competitive rates, online convenience, and a solid network of branches and ATMs. But we think we offer something more.
They looked at me as a person, not a number.
I would say it's always been a good, personable experience, whether it's over the phone or actually at a Centra location.
And we don't just listen to our members. We deliver new services, better rates, and lower fees. Visit Centra.org to learn more.
Tonight's halftime report is brought to you by Centra Credit Union. For banking and financial services that are centered around you, visit Centra.org.
2 for 2 free throws, 100.
And we are back to the halftime show here on Glycod, where we are going to get you the Centra Credit Union numbers here in just a moment. And I'm going to go ahead and move the graphic over, but I'm going to ask, we'll fill them in at the last couple as we go here. And that's rebounds and turnovers for Floyd Central.
That would be 12 and 5.
All right, 12 and 5. So now we're all set. We'll turn it over to Coach Paul Love to walk us through these halftime stats. Please, Coach.
North Harrison, first half, shot 7 of 16 from the field, 44%. They were 4 of 10 first quarter, 3 of 6 second quarter. Had them with 2 for 6 for beyond the arc, 33%. Had them shooting more free throws than did Floyd. They hit 4 out of 7, and that's 57%. I have them with just 5 rebounds and also 5 turnovers in the first half of play. Floyd Central, 13 of 23 from the field, 57%. Pretty good shooting. 1 of 7 from beyond the arc, that's just 14%, however. 2 for 2 free throws, 100%. I had them out rebounding North Harrison 12 to 5. 12 rebounds for Floyd and 5 turnovers. Turnovers in the first half were equal between the two teams.
Absolutely. So those are the team stats. Let's go over the individual numbers for you. As North Harrison trails, their 20 points were made up of 8 from Sawyer Wetzel, 5 from Brody Fessel, 3 from Caleb Kellums, 2 from Bryce Fessel, and that leaves 2 that I'm not sure. Those are 2 team points there that I managed to miss at some point. My apologies on that, but I'll be honest about it. Caleb Washington leads the Floyd Central Highlanders with 11. Caden Stewart has 8, 4 from Tevi Ali, and 2 apiece from Trey Walters and Brock Conrad. That makes up the numbers there from the Floyd Central Highlanders. And again, those halftime stats brought to you by Centric Credit Union, centered around you. So as we roll through the halftime show here, I want to continue to point out the ticker and those scores brought to you by executive producer Steve Bird, getting those to us, and we will continue to update those games that are in progress on through the night. Well, let's step away, and when we return, we'll be ready for second half action here.
Is a credit union different or better? As a full-service credit union for the communities we serve, Centra offers competitive rates, online convenience, and a solid network of branches and ATMs. But we think we offer something more.
They looked at me as a person, not a number.
I would say it's always been a good, personable experience, whether it's over the phone or actually at a Centra location.
And we don't just listen to our members. We deliver new services, better rates, and lower fees. Visit Centra.org to learn more.
I'm a tailgater tailgating to get to my tailgate. I can't go anywhere. But you're so busy watching me tailgate that you don't see the one in front of you. And your cut rate car insurance, it might not pay for this. So get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem. Like me.
Contact Floyd Snobs and Jeffersonville Allstate agent Packy Page today.
What are the ABCs of safe sleep for babies? That they lay alone, on their back, and in a crib. These measures can help lower the risk of sudden, unexpected infant deaths. The Clark County Health Department offers free CPR and safe sleep training, plus cribs for expectant parents, grandparents, or caregivers of young children who meet eligibility requirements. For more safe sleep information, visit clarkhealth.net.
Dr. Carter's office, Annette speaking. How may I help you?
From your very first call, the warm personal care from Dr. Todd Carter and his friendly staff at Carter Family Dentistry will put you at ease. Dr. Carter can take care of you and your family's dental needs, from gentle cleaning to complex procedures. Visit drtoddcarter.com to learn why generations put their trust in Dr. Carter for their dental health. Or to schedule an appointment, call Annette or Joyce at 812-944-5155. Located at 809 Mount Tabor Road in New Albany.
Research has shown high school sports to be a great community influence. Join scores of local businesses that have partnered with Glycod in sponsoring live, hometown-oriented sports programming on our video and social media platforms. For more information, email info@glycod.com.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School Basketball on Glycod.
Are you looking to improve your career? Globe in New Albany is seeking pipe fitters, welders, and laborers starting at $16 an hour plus benefits. Call 812-596-WELD or visit globefabhiring.com. That's 812-596-WELD or visit globefabhiring.com. Our score here at Floyd Central High School, the Highlanders 29 and the North Harrison Cougars 20. I'm Dr. Todd Carter, and alongside me is Coach Paul Love. Jackson Dunn running our camera for us here this evening, executive producer Steve Bird, and we are your team bringing you the ball game tonight. Well, Coach, thoughts on that first half action, and anything in particular that you would advise these coaches maybe to do in second half?
If I'm the coach, I'm going to talk about defense.
Yep.
Because I thought there were far too many drives to the basket for uncontested layups, and you just can't let that happen. Now, let alone the fact that Floyd is not shooting the ball very well from beyond the arc, just 2 of 6, and neither is North Harrison. Floyd was 1 of 7. North Harrison 2 of 6. You still got to make that shot. You really do. I look for Ali to have a better second half offensively than he had in the first half.
Okay. He had 4 in that first half.
After scoring 27 against Jeff.
27, against Jeff last night. Absolutely.
He's had the open looks, and, hey, everybody's not going to have the kind of night he had last night. We all know that. But he's a good player, smart player, senior. I'll look for him to have a good second half.
So Floyd Central will have first possession. Austin Cardwell, who spent much of the first half on the bench with 2 fouls, back out there. This is the original starting lineup for Floyd. Nice hard screen there by Washington. And then I believe that's Bryce Fessel trying to deny Washington the ball in the post. Floyd working it around. That's Stewart. Gives it up to Washington. A little bit of a clear out. There's your drive. And it was 3/4 of the way down and popped back out. 3 ball. Good. Who was that masked man?
Who? I'm thinking.
Should have been listening. Didn't hear it.
Yeah. I'm thinking it was. I'm trying to see his number. We got plenty of time because they're not attacking the basket.
That's right. Well, I didn't think to hit capture.
22.
Replay. 22. Yes, I believe you are right. Brody Fessel. We're going to give it to him. Oh, nice flash to the basket. Cardwell, and that one does go in. His first 2 of the night. (31-23). North Harrison, though, they hit that 3. Like to hit a few more. Shoot themselves right back into this one. There's Fessel with it. The senior steps back out, though, towards the circle. Looks to reset. Kellums. And inside. And that was a Bryce Fessel. Tevye Lee started to try to turn the corner there, sort of lost the handle. Tevye Lee working inside, jump, got his man up in the air, and bucket and the foul. So that's Washington. Tevye Lee got his man up in the air, dumped it off to Washington. Washington got fouled on the way up.
Give him the assist. It wasn't his points, but he was responsible for that basket.
Absolutely. Washington looks for the N1 and knocks it down. 14 for Caleb Washington on the night. 34-25.
9-point lead. I don't think we've had a double-digit lead yet in the game.
I don't believe we have either. I think we've had one 9-point lead as well. Cardwell was fronting Wetzel down there. And dumping it into Wetzel. Double team comes. Wetzel with a nice move to get it up and under and in.
Once again, there's defense. That's just not good defense.
Ali gets it into the lane, gets a little clear out, puts it up and in. Kellums gets it to Wetzel, who can reset here. Looking down this Floyd defense. They back in a zone.
Yeah, 2-3 zone.
Schneider looks to drive, ends up giving up in the corner, now back out. There's Fessel. Oh, tipped by Stewart. Washington's got a man behind him. Wasn't sure if he knew about that. He didn't. Oh, tried to find Stewart, poked away. Caleb Kellums comes down with it, tries to go coast to coast, and the foul.
I'm going to say on the ground, no shooting foul.
Get you that replay. And so on the floor, and that's going to go against Cardwell, his third. So Cardwell being he spent quite a bit of time on the bench in the first half. Going to stay in there for now. Wetzel got his man up in the air, went around him, couldn't get it to go. Oh, Bryce Fessel comes down with it, gets it back inside Langdon, now out and around the horn. Wetzel will shoot the three. It was on line, just wouldn't go. Stewart skies for the board, gets it to Washington. And Trey Walters out high. Now Lee trying to turn that corner there. Working against Schneider, knocked out of bounds. Well, from talking to Coach Lou Lefebvre before the Scottsburg game and then again tonight before the game, this team, they just have not played defensively like he wants them to play yet. But he thinks there's something there. They just got to keep working at it. That was good spin move there by Washington inside.
And Floyd has that double-digit lead now.
They
11
sure do.
points.
But Schneider trying to answer from three, and then a foul on the rebound. And that's going to go against Kellums. That's his third.
Oh. Washington throws that length of the floor pass to the referee, and luckily he got his arm up just in time not getting hit in the head. It was a good pass.
Caleb Washington coming over to tell the referee, sure didn't mean to do that.
He doesn't want to get on his bad side, right?
No, well, you tell it was unintentional. He thought he was looking, and he wasn't.
Well, you shouldn't throw the ball.
Like a baseball pass that far. Yep. Yeah. Brock Conrad inside. His man goes down, but he lays it up and in. Nice inside move there by Conrad. And get that ball right in the middle of the zone to Langdon. And let's see what these Cougars do against the zone. Now trying to split it. Oh, nice move there. That's Book. Couldn't get it to go. He got a nice look. Langdon cleans it up. That one wouldn't go either. And then four white jerseys underneath that basket. Conrad comes down with it. Tavia Lee inside the whistle. Let's see who that's going to go against. That's going to go against Tanner Book. Tavia Lee, man, hit the dirt there, and he couldn't get from point-blank range. Kellums takes it to the other end, and very nicely done there. That's Langdon, his first two of the night, but nice assist there from Kellums.
Broke the ice for North Harrison. They missed their last 6 shots before making that one.
Still that double-digit lead for Floyd Central. Rushing, trying to direct some traffic there. Gets it to Conrad. Now back to Rushing. He'll shoot the three off the backside of the iron. Kellums down with it. Quickly ahead. Wetzel. That one won't go. And then saved back in bounds. Conrad with it. tries to get it ahead, and then the foul. Wetzel commits the foul. I don't think the North Harrison faithful exactly like that one. Sawyer Wetzel, that's just his first. Nathan rushing. Triggers inbounds on that far sideline for the Highlanders. Kellum steps in the passing lane there. Cougars still trying to get after it on defense here. Walters pushing and shoving going inside there, trying to find Conrad inside. Double team comes. He brought that ball down too low, and then a hard landing for a couple of guys there on the inline. Floyd Central ball.
Yeah, referee saying the North Harrison player who touched it last while he was out of bounds. Floyd Central's ball. Less than a minute in the third quarter. It's a quick game.
As soon as I said that in the first half, things slowed down, but we'll see how it goes this time. Ball inbounds to Tevye Lee. He ended up having to look back to make sure he wasn't across the timeline there. 49 seconds remain here in this third quarter. And you're right, third quarter has gone very quickly.
And even faster now. Floyd choosing not to attack the zone.
Yeah. Conrad still fighting for position down there. Finally sort of gives up on it. He wants the ball. And he keeps getting pushed out further and further, and they're going to say 3-second violation.
Wow. That's a sophomore mistake. Big kid, though, for a sophomore, 6'5". He is calling for ball in the paint down there. He's just not getting it.
Yep. Steve Bird sending us some new scores. We'll try to get you some updates as the third turns into the fourth here shortly. Schneider gets to Langdon. It's time's running down. Kellums from the corner for three. Buries it at the buzzer. So at the end of three, it is Floyd Central 40, North Harrison 32. Come on back, and we will have fourth quarter action for you coming up here on Glycod.
Makes a credit union different or better? As a full-service credit union for the communities we serve, Centra offers competitive rates, online convenience, and a solid network of branches and ATMs. But we think we offer something more.
They looked at me as a person, not a number.
I would say it's always been a good personable experience, whether it's over the phone or actually at a Centra location.
And we don't just listen to our members. We deliver new services, better rates, and lower fees. Visit Centra.org to learn more.
Drug use in adolescence or early adulthood can have a serious impact on a teen's life. Teenagers who use marijuana are more likely to have lower grades, even drop out of school. They may also suffer from impaired driving, higher levels of anxiety, and depression. We all want to see the youth in our community succeed. Regardless of your stance on marijuana, we can all agree that it's not right for teens. Paid for by Drug Free Communities and Our Place.
This portion of tonight's game on Glycod is brought to you by the W.M. Kelly Company in New Albany. Apply today for a rewarding career in metal manufacturing. For more, visit WMKelly.com.
As we return to live action here, fourth quarter upcoming on Glycod. If I could change that, that'd be nice. There we go, fourth quarter. As North Harrison possessing the ball first here, would like to cut into that lead again. It has been, as many as 13, Paul?
I think that was it, yes. Who we got there? Missed shot. You know, it was 40-27 at 2:30 in the third quarter. What do we got here? 13 points. You were absolutely on target.
Thought that's what I remembered. And first of those two made by Wetzel. Got to make sure and get that point on the scoreboard there. And also try to
North Harrison a man-to-man defense, but no pressure whatsoever.
Walters inside, and he was fouled. He will go to the line for 2. That will give me the chance to update a score here.
Caleb McCallum's got 4 fouls.
Sure does. Walters knocks home the first of the free tosses. Can't get the second one to go, but Stewart cleans it up and then was too far underneath. Backboard acting like a defender there. Schneider works the ball up. Now was looking for Bryce Fessel on the left side. Plays a little pitch and catch with Wetzel just to reset here. North Harrison being very deliberate. Trying to get Wetzel loose. Stewart comes out on him, and a foul. He will go to the line to shoot 2. I think that's going to go against Caden Stewart. His second.
Just a third team foul, but a shooting foul.
Off the front of the rim.
North Harrison not helping themselves. That's 5 of 10, make it 6 of 11 from the free throw line.
Ali gives it up to Washington now. Both teams, of course, well, and you called it earlier on, Paul, just that they would both be, very deliberate, and they have been.
Right.
Whole way along.
Even the defense, they're not pressuring. All they're trying to do is keep the lanes from getting invaded.
Right.
They don't want the drive to the basket. They'll give you the outside shot.
And Floyd Central at this point, fairly content.
Yeah, they could
just
they'll win the game if they just hold it out
slow.
there.
Oh,
there's a turnover.
There's a turnover, though. Can't have too much of that.
That's what
Schneider.
You call lackadaisical.
And then Bryce Fessel, nice pass. Oh, swatted out of there nicely by Caleb Washington. Tevye Lee looks to take it inside. Working against pressure, gets it up and in. Got his man up in the air, waited till he came down and went right up, back up over the top. Schneider, and that's Wetzel again. Couldn't get it to fall. And whistle inside.
Floyd pretty much controlling the boards. I have them 21 rebounds to 12 for North Harrison, and that's not unexpected.
That was Langdon's first, and we've got a timeout on the floor. So North Harrison takes their first timeout, and we will take a brief timeout as well. Come on back. More fourth quarter action upcoming here on Glycod.
Tailgate or tailgating to get to my tailgate. I can't go anywhere. But you're so busy watching me tailgate that you don't see the one in front of you. And your cut rate car insurance, it might not pay for this. So get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem. Like me.
Contact Floyd Snobs and Jeffersonville Allstate agent Packy Page today.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School Basketball on Glycod.
43-34. Let's show you that block shot there on the drive. Bryce Vessel going in there. Caleb Washington saying, no, young man, not tonight. And as we come out of this timeout, still very much within reach for this North Harrison team, especially I know they can't shoot the ball.
They're coming out now. Watch this, trapping.
They're going to trap. And just about effective there. Floyd Central is going to have to get a whole lot more energy and a whole lot crisper on those passes, or it will be taken away like it nearly was. Lee thought about the three, but thought better of it. And they're going to say it was tipped.
Oh, it's got to be traveling.
Traveling. It was traveling. Hold on. We got to have a meeting of the striped shirts. As Coach Lefebvre then steps out on the court with his hands out saying, what are we calling?
He called the traveling sign.
He was calling it. Yep, sure was. And they're going to say Floyd Central got a timeout in first. So we will take a timeout as well. And more fourth quarter, 43-34, our score here from Floyd Central High School on Glycod.
When you first find out that you've been diagnosed with breast cancer, you feel like someone sucked the air out of you. I'm a mother and I have a granddaughter, and my first thought was, I need to know what is going on with my health. Priority Radiology made me feel better about the process. First person I saw was smiling. They were very compassionate from the front desk to the technicians to the doctors. Leaving Priority Radiology left me with hope, knowing that early detection saved my life.
What makes a credit union different or better? As a full-service credit union for the communities we serve, Centra offers competitive rates, online convenience, and a solid network of branches and ATMs. But we think we offer something more.
They looked at me as a person, not a number.
I would say it's always been a good personable experience, whether it's over the phone or actually at a Centra location.
And we don't just listen to our members. We deliver new services, better rates, and lower fees. Visit Centra.org to learn more.
What are the ABCs of safe sleep for babies? That they lay alone, on their back, and in a crib. These measures can help lower the risk of sudden, unexpected infant deaths. The Clark County
to reset, Floyd Central with the ball, and they coming out of that timeout. Then lead 43-34. Walters gives it up Washington. Oh, knocked away. Kellums just about came up with it, and then Washington says thank you very much when it ends up right back in his lap. 18 on the night for Washington. Brady Fessel thought about the three. Ended up, that timeout ended up being a big swing there for the Highlanders. It was only 2 points, but it sure looked like it was going the other way. And I know, Coach, we talked about during the break that, the bench being able to call that sort of bails the players out.
Yeah,
but
not in favor of that rule. I think a play ought to be made on the floor.
Wetzel goes to the line and rattles home the first. Knocks down both. 14 to lead the Cougars tonight has Sawyer Wetzel.
Here comes a trap.
And Ali makes an errant pass. Schneider shows up with it, gets it down. Bryce Fessel lays it up and in. And another timeout. We will step away one more time here, and when we return, then we will have play it on out from there on out. You are watching Southern Indiana High School basketball on Glycod.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School basketball on Glycod.
So Floyd Central took that timeout. That leaves them with 2. North Harrison has 4. 3:09 remaining here in the fourth period.
And the pace,
teams break from the huddle.
I was going to say, the pace continues to be quite slow. You're going to see a lot more fouls occurring now, though, because they've got to get aggressive.
Yep.
Not that, 7 points is not out of the question.
Nope, not at all. Hit a couple threes, have some free throws missed, and then the
more
trap.
Turnovers,
yeah, the trap has certainly caused some turnover problems for the Highlanders. Somebody's got to come to the ball, and it shouldn't stand around. Boy, I'll tell you, folks, if you want to see crisp ball movement, it was girls basketball action last night for Providence and the Charlestown Pirates. But, boy, go back and watch that video. The Charlestown Pirates girls, man, oh, man, they had the skip pass down to an absolute art form and would move that ball side to side and into the center of a zone and back out as Walters heads the line here.
Yeah.
It was really impressive. Knocks home the first.
7th team foul, so in the bonus is Floyd Central.
Walters' 4th point on the evening. A couple of those coming from the free throw line, now 5th. Makes it 47-38. Wetzel wanted to take it, thought better of it. Kellum's on the drive, swatted out of there by Stewart. Right to Principal Rob Willman. Rob's been our guest on several halftime shows at halftime of Floyd Central football games. Wetzel drives, spins, and foul comes. That's going to go against Washington. No, it's going to go against Tevi Ali. With the reach in there, Caleb Washington was pleading his case, thinking he was straight up and down, and he was. It was Tevi Ali that reached in. Wetzel.
Yeah, I didn't see that reach in, quite frankly. I'm not saying it didn't happen, I just didn't see it.
Wetzel been aces from the line here. Knocks down another 2. He's made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think he's made 6 of his last 7 from the line. Finally finding Stewart, but it was knocked away. Brody Fessel there to knock it away. But, boy, getting trapped on the sideline like that.
You got to keep it. You got to keep it out of the corners. You can't let the corner.
Riley Schneider and Walters just kind of pushing on each other. Should remind you that while Walters was injured most of last season, he was a Cougar last year, so that might be some leftover practice, something going there. Trying to spring Washington. to Walters. Puts it on the deck, gets it to Stewart. Stewart slams it home.
That's a high percentage shot.
It is. Caden Stewart with his 10th there.
Floyd needs to quit fouling.
Sure do. Let's see if we can show you that dunk replay again, though. That Wilson Caleb Kellums to the line. No, it will not. We're going to say it was on the floor, and that's just the 6th Highlander foul, so one more. And Wetzel has it blocked away by Stewart. Stewart's got some hops. He doesn't look, it's one of those things, he doesn't look like he's jumping that high, but he's got some hops, sure does.
He does, he's got long arms too. Free throw time.
So Caden Stewart, 6'4" senior, will head to the line. Makes the first. Stewart's got 11. Had 8 at the break, so a bit of a quiet second half. That dunk was his first 2 points of the second half. Couldn't make the second of the free tosses, though. Caleb Kellums hits the big three, and then timeout taken by North Harrison, just a 30. We're going to keep it here, but Caleb Kellums, he only had 3 thus far on the evening, and that makes it 6, cuts it back to 7.
Interesting fact, I'm looking at my score sheet. Floyd Central's only made 1 3-point shot the whole game. And that's where Tevi Ali usually prevails, but he's having the
he hasn't hit any. Caleb Washington, the only 3 on the night. You are absolutely correct.
.141, 7 points. Where are we at here? Are we shooting free throw?
No, I think we're going to see maybe.
Oh, it's out of bounds under. Okay.
Yeah, out of bounds under. And I think we're going to see some full court pressure from the Cougars. Into Lee. And back to Cardwell. Cardwell in the game with 3 fouls. To the cross timeline. Now to Washington. Trying to find Walters, but tipped away to Langdon. Now Kellums, another turnover, going to make it close. Reach in by Walters. Ball ends up on the sideline. They're going to say that it is just plain out of bounds. Both of those players diving for it. And some room being cleared out there by Cardwell to find a lead. Tries to leave it up for Stewart. Washington ends up with it, though, and puts it up and in. Oh, and then a 3. And that's Brody Festival. That's his 3rd 3 of the night. To Washington, finds Walters. He passes up the shot. He's playing the time game here. Ali takes it inside, lays it up and in over Langdon. And then another timeout, this time by Floyd. 42.6. We will keep it right here.
The press and the traps are not working right now for North Harrison. Floyd has made 5 of the last 5 shots, all 5. Floyd shooting the ball pretty well overall, too. I haven't got the stat down yet, but they're shooting a very high percentage. They shot 57% in the first half, over 55 in the third quarter, so they're having a good shooting night, which again I think speaks to the lack of defense.
Right.
Let's see what Lou Lefebvre's got up his sleeves now. How do you overcome an 8-point advantage in 43 seconds?
Going to be tough, but it ain't over till it's over.
No. North Harrison can't mess around. They need to get a shot up.
Brody Fessel gives it to Wetzel. Wetzel on the drive, draws the foul. He will go to the line for 2.
That works. Stop the clock.
Yep, absolutely.
Make free throws. Both teams in the bonus.
Wetzel can't get the first one to go there.
2-shot foul.
And gets the second there, does Fessel. And another
full
timeout taken. Let me get that score updated. And let's go ahead, actually, and step aside one more time here. We'll have more fourth quarter, the last 30 seconds or so coming up for you here on Glycod.
Tailgate or tailgating to get to my tailgate. I can't go anywhere. But you're so busy watching me tailgate that you don't see the one in front of you. And your cut rate car insurance, it might not pay for this. So get Allstate and be better protected from mayhem. Like me.
Contact Floyd Snobs and Jeffersonville Allstate agent Packy Page today.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School Basketball on Glycod.
.3 ticks left and a 7-point lead for the Highlanders. Nathan Rushing triggers into Tevi Ali, and the foul comes quickly by Bryce Fessel. Let's see how many that is on him. That's his first. Should note that on that, and I apologize that I'm so late in noting that Austin Cardwell did commit his 5th foul there that sent Brody Fessel to the line, and that as Tevi Ali makes both, making it 56-47. So that sends Cardwell to the bench. Brody Fessel with the runner won't go. Stewart comes down with it, gets it to Rushing ahead quickly, and Washington just backs it out.
That's the gentleman.
Yep. As the Highlanders are just going to dribble it out, and that's going to do it. As the final buzzer sounds, we go final here from Floyd Central High School, and our score, the Highlanders 56 and the Cougars of North Harrison 47. Come on back. We'll have the postgame show for you here on Glycod.
When you first find out that you've been diagnosed with breast cancer, you feel like someone sucked the air out of you. I'm a mother and I have a granddaughter, and my first thought was, I need to know what is going on with my health. Priority Radiology made me feel better about the process. First person I saw was smiling. They were very compassionate, from the front desk to the technicians to the doctors. Leaving Priority Radiology left me with hope, knowing that early detection saved my life.
What makes a credit union different or better? As a full-service credit union for the communities we serve, Centra offers competitive rates, online convenience, and a solid network of branches and ATMs. But we think we offer something more.
They looked at me as a person, not a number.
I would say it's always been a good personable experience, whether it's over the phone or actually at a Centra location.
And we don't just listen to our members. We deliver new services, better rates, and lower fees. Visit Centra.org to learn more.
What are the ABCs of safe sleep for babies? That they lay alone, on their back, and in a crib. These measures can help lower the risk of sudden, unexpected infant deaths. The Clark County Health Department offers free CPR and safe sleep training, plus cribs for expectant parents, grandparents, or caregivers of young children who meet eligibility requirements. For more safe sleep information, visit clarkhealth.net.
Hi, I'm Isaiah. And I'm Grant. I'm vape-free because I've witnessed and experienced firsthand how tobacco can affect teens who want to escape from school, work, or other social activities. When it comes to curbing teenage use of tobacco and e-cigarettes, actions speak. Voice Indiana engages, educates, and empowers teens throughout the state to take action by promoting and celebrating a lifestyle free of tobacco and e-cigarettes.
Find out how you can be part of the statewide youth empowerment movement and help end teenage nicotine use by going to voiceindiana.org.
Glycod on YouTube is Kentuckiana's fastest growing high school sports video site. When you click to subscribe, don't forget to tap the bell and be notified of our upcoming live broadcasts and other unique video content. Subscribe for free now at youtube.com/Glycod.
Dubuque County Fair is about to get its face melted! Yeah!
1 second. I guess their faces are safe.
Shut up, Jeff.
Yeah, Jeff, shut up. Shut up, Jeff.
I don't need your help.
Just like what happened in Pittsburgh.
Never mention Pittsburgh!
When you need to be there, you need an Interstate, the car battery auto techs prefer.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
Tonight's post-game recap is brought to you by Interstate Batteries. Visit them at 1510 Production Road in Jeffersonville to find the widest selection of batteries for any vehicle. Interstate Batteries, outrageously dependable since 1952.
56-47 as the Highlanders improve to 3-8. The Cougars falling to 4-7 on the year, and we expected. I think it was about what we expected here, Coach. You know, we expected a score maybe in the 50s by what both teams had given us thus far this year, and we more or less expected that it would be deliberate, and it was. So I don't think there were too much in the way of surprises there, were there?
Not at all. Just what we expected. Low 50s or right at 50. And the pace of the games causes that. I mean, they just really deliberate about their offensive attack. And I have to throw the term lackadaisical in here. I did not see high spirits, if you will. I saw too many just careless turnovers and those types of things. And I don't think either coach is going to be really pleased with the overall performance of the teams tonight.
I want to show you just a couple of quick replays. I know we've got one here that was the shot right at the buzzer at the end of 3 there, and that cut the Floyd Central lead to 7. And then another one I think we want to try to show here is just a good ahead pass. Let's see if I got it. As the Cougars tried to cut into things. And then last but not least, I think we've got one of the dunks here for Floyd Central. Caden Stewart's slamming it home, as that really was one of those exclamation points on the evening for Floyd Central. Well, let's step aside and hear from some more of our great Glycod sponsors when we come back. Coach Love's going to take you through the team statistics, and I'll get the individual scoring for you. We'll have that, plus we've got the most outstanding player upcoming here on the postgame show on Glycod.
Let's be honest. You don't see Grandma nearly enough. Which means the dead car battery you've spent the morning dealing with has robbed her of precious grandkid time. It's unfortunate, sure, but it's not like she's going to write you out of her will or anything. Right? When you need to be there, you need an Interstate. The car battery auto techs prefer.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
The only name you need to know for all your auto repair needs is Voyner's Auto and Truck Repair. Sure, our name might be hard to say, but we can fix everything no one else wants to fix. Big or small, we can do it all. Foreign or domestic, if it needs repair, Voyner's can handle the job. The only thing high-tech about us is what we do, and we're upfront with you and we'll do the job right. One thing we have to sell is our time, and we won't waste yours. Voyner's Auto and Truck Repair. Family-owned since 1981. Call us for all of your auto repair needs.
The second game of the season, I popped my shoulder out of socket, so I went to the doctor a few weeks later, and they referred me to priority radiology to get an arthrogram. It was about a day later that they told me the news that I tore my labrum. Since I got the results back so quick, I got to start doing physical therapy and everything quicker, which made my recovery process a lot quicker, and I'm thankful for priority radiology for getting the results back that fast.
This second shift, this old pair of pants, this staycation, this brown bag lunch. At American Family Insurance, we understand what it takes to make your new kitchen, that new car, or your new house a reality. It's the same as it takes to protect it, to protect your new life, your future, your dreams.
Yes, I'm a dreamer.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking, insurance, investments, and wealth management for over a century. We're big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. Strengthening our community since 1910. German American Bank.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School Basketball on Glycod.
Post-game show here on Glycod, 56-47, and it's time to take a look at the final statistics, our look at our final numbers from German American Bank, strengthening communities since 1910. And for the numbers for the teams, let's let Coach Paul Love go through those.
North Harrison, first of all, did not have a good shooting night, right around 40% all night long. For the game, 15 of 36. I got them at 42%. They made 6 of their 15 three-point attempts, 40%. And they made 10 of their 15 free throws, 67%. Highlanders, really good shooting night. Second half especially. They were 10 of 15 in the second half, or 67%. For the game, that made them 23 of 38, 61% shooting for the game. But beyond the arc, 1 of 9, just 11%, which that really blows me away. That's not typical for them.
Right.
10 of 13 free throws, 77%. I have Floyd Central winning the battle of the boards at 23-13. And lastly, officially, pretty good turnover night. Floyd Central turned it over 9 times, but North Harrison only turned it over 6 times, but neither team was really being aggressive on defense.
All right, so those are your final numbers as we have them. Brought to you by German American Bank. Let's also just quickly look at the individual scoring for both teams. Show you certainly sort of the best of for the Cougars in the loss. They were led by Sawyer Wetzel and his 17. Brody Fessel had 11. 6 from Caleb Kellums. A little bit of an off-light night, I believe, for Kellums. Bryce Fessel had 4. David Langdon had 2. And then we've got the player to be named later. We've got 2 points there that were unaccounted for. My apologies on that. Caleb Washington led the Highlanders with 20. These are all unofficial, as you can tell by my adding 2 there. Before, Tevye Lee with 12. Caden Stewart with 11. 5 from Trey Walters, 4 from Brock Conrad, and Austin Cardwell contributed 2 points there as well. So that's your scoring, and again, those final numbers from German American Bank, strengthening communities since 1910. Well, let's step aside one last time, and when we come back, most outstanding players for both teams. Stay tuned for that here on Glycod.
Wide range of products including video surveillance, door access, fire alarm monitoring, or burglar alarms. Northside Security ensures top service at an affordable price. Their team will efficiently plan and install your system, then train you with 24-hour monitoring. For more, contact them at 812-282-3142 or get a quote online at northsidesecurity.com. Northside Security in Clarksville, where service and protection meet.
Hi, I'm Isaiah. And I'm Grant. I'm vape-free because I've witnessed and experienced firsthand how tobacco can affect teens who want to escape from school, work, or other social activities. When it comes to curbing teenage use of tobacco and e-cigarettes, actions speak. Voice Indiana engages, educates, and empowers teens throughout the state to take action by promoting and celebrating a lifestyle free of tobacco and e-cigarettes.
Find out how you can be part of the statewide youth empowerment movement and help end teenage nicotine use by going to voiceindiana.org.
I was at practice one day, kind of made a cut through the lane, and I noticed that I landed on my knee a little weird. I saw my trainer here at school, and they highly recommended that I go to priority radiology. Any athlete, when you do go down with an injury, the first thing you think about is just how long that you're going to be out. Going to priority radiology, where I could get my results back quickly, made a big difference because I wasn't left waiting for weeks before I could even start a treatment. I was able to get what I needed right away.
What are the ABCs of safe sleep for babies? That they lay alone, on their back, and in a crib. These measures can help lower the risk of sudden, unexpected infant deaths. The Clark County Health Department offers free CPR and safe sleep training, plus cribs for expectant parents, grandparents, or caregivers of young children who meet eligibility requirements. For more safe sleep information, visit clarkhealth.net.
Founded in 1910 in the Ohio Valley region, German American Bank has been raising the standards in banking, insurance, investments, and wealth management for over a century. We're big enough to provide the conveniences of modern banking, yet small enough to care about the people and communities we serve. Because we believe that when a community thrives, its people prosper. Strengthening our community since 1910. German American Bank.
A proud supporter of the Providence Pioneers and Southern Indiana High School athletics, Mack Construction is a second-generation company that provides quality workmanship in heavy civil construction, asphalt, and streetscape while maintaining focus on worksite safety and productivity. Put Mack Construction's nearly 40 years of award-winning service to work for your project. For more information, visit mackconstruction.com. Mack Construction. Experience. Reputation. Solutions.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School basketball on Glycod.
Time for the most outstanding players of tonight's contests. Floyd Central coming out victorious 56-47. Tonight's most outstanding players are presented by Mack Construction in New Albany. Experience, reputation, solutions. And for those most outstanding players, let's turn it over to Coach Paul Love.
Well, Todd, for North Harrison, it could go a couple different ways, but I kind of like Sawyer Wetzel. The senior guard was in control most of the night. Ends up with 17 points. I think he might be their leading scorer in the first place, but based on points, certainly he earns that award for the Cougars.
And for the Highlanders?
Highlanders, that's an easy one for me. I think Caleb Washington had an outstanding game. not only did he have the 20 points, I know he blocked 1, 2, maybe even more shots defensively. And he also gets the sportsmanship award. He threw the ball to a referee about 40 feet away, and the referee wasn't looking. Hit him in the head, and he ran down there and said, "Oh, I'm so sorry."
Yeah,
so,
he did. So
it's not. That's not funny. I'm sorry, but
but it's kind of funny.
I like the sportsmanship part of it.
Absolutely. So our most outstanding players. Presented by Mack Construction in New Albany, Experience, Reputation, Solutions, Sawyer Wetzel, and Caleb Washington. Well, it's time, Coach, that we put a bow on this one. Any final thoughts on tonight's ball game? I know we've still got to do the schedule. Maybe let's do that first.
Okay,
actually,
sure.
I'm sorry.
No
Let's
problem.
talk about briefly talk about the schedule first. First, on Tuesday night, girls varsity basketball action. Paul and I will be at North Harrison for the Lady Cats taking on the Corden Central Panthers. 7:30 p.m. tip on that one. On Tuesday night, also Walton Verona at Oldham County. That one a 7:30 tip as well. Justin Kalin and Gary Forrest on the call of that one. On Wednesday night, George Rogers Clark Cardinals at the Frederick Douglass Broncos. Chris Labar and Rick Reams on the call of that one. And then not enough room on the graphic for all these, but on Friday night, we've got a girls-boys doubleheader coming up at 6 o'clock. Oldham County versus the North Oldham Mustangs with Paul Najar and Gary Forrest. And then 7:30 p.m. on Friday, January 20th, Madison Central Indians at Frederick Douglass Broncos. Chris Labar and Rick Reams on the call of that one. And then next Saturday, just want to tell you that our Southern Indiana broadcast for the weekend will be Corden Central Panthers at the Charlestown Pirates. And that will be at Charlestown next Saturday night at 7:30 on the 21st. Did have that on there. But now it's time to hear, now that we've discussed our schedule, any bows put on this one to Coach Love.
Well, Todd, I said it before. I wasn't impressed with the defense on either side of the ball. Of course, again, they were not playing a trapping defense until toward the end of the game, but it just did not seem like one of those big rivalry nights. I thought lackadaisical was the word I used earlier, and I'll continue to use the game itself. So, they're both 11 games into the season. I'd say coaches will analyze, they'll watch tape and all that, and they'll figure out they got some things to do before the sectional time here in March.
All right. Well, again, the Highlanders improved just their third one in the season to 3-8. Cougars fall to 4-7. And the final here, 56-47. But that will wrap it up. Again, if you like our Glycod coverage, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on Twitter as well. Well, for executive producer Steve Bird and our cameraman tonight, Jackson Dunn from here at Floyd Central High School, provided by Brian Shaw, who is the WNAS instructor here at Floyd Central. Our thanks to AD Jeff Sequeira for his hospitality, and for Coach Paul Love, I'm Dr. Todd Carter signing off, saying so long, good night, and God bless everybody. Have a good evening.
From Glycod, this has been Southern Indiana High School Basketball. Tonight's game was brought to you by Jim Butner Auto in Clarksville, striving to keep you driving. Allstate Insurance Agent Packy Page, he puts you in good hands. German American Bank, strengthening our communities since 1910. Priority Radiology in New Albany, you have a choice. Interstate Batteries, the car battery auto techs prefer. Centra Credit Union, centered around you. Big O Tires, State Farm Insurance Agent Theresa Lamb, and Northside Security.
For schedule information about our upcoming broadcasts, visit our website, glicod.com, Facebook and Twitter @Glycod. We thank you for tuning into this live sports presentation from Glycod.